Let's build a desert safari ride and a little petting zoo for our Cretaceous Desert Park. I really hope you guys will enjoy today's video. Hello guys, this is Caesar Creates and welcome back to my channel. We are back today in our Cretaceous Desert Park where we'll add two different new sections. The first section will have a little plaza and also a very exciting thing that I wanted to build from the very beginning, and this will be the desert safari. So we'll build a Jurassic tour for our guests, and the vehicles will basically drive through the dunes on the desert, and of course there will be dinosaurs included. And the second part that we'll build in the second part of the video basically will be a little petting zoo. So we will take some smaller dinosaurs that we still didn't have a chance to add, and we'll build some small enclosures for them using the walls from the Malta DLC so that the guests will be able to come really close to those walls and maybe pet those dinosaurs, give them something to eat, or just, you know, look at them from the very close distance. So yeah, that was my idea for today's episode. I actually thought about like doing those things separately, like firstly do an episode on the track tour and on the safari, and secondly do another one on the petting zoo, but I was just, you know, building, and I just sat there and did the entire build, I mean those two things, in one sitting, one evening. So I decided to squeeze it into one episode, and also this will mark the end of our herbivore section. So from now on we'll only add carnivores to this park. We don't have too many of those here, so I will continue now with building different carnivore enclosures, unless we will get another DLC, which I think might be coming out quite soon. And if there will be some exciting herbivores there, I will make sure to leave a little space for them to be added. It will be, of course, not finished yet with this park. So yeah, that was basically the plan for today. I must say that I really enjoyed building those things today. Those were just my clear ideas that I went for, I built, and I really like the outcome. Sometimes when it comes to this game, I just know where I want to have the enclosure, and then I am just, you know, a bit like staring at this place, not knowing what to build. But this wasn't the case today. I just went for it, and I was able to complete that relatively fast. So yeah, I really enjoyed today's episode, like building it, and I think that the outcome is quite nice. So, as you guys can see, we are now working on this huge enclosure where we'll have the desert safari. So, in this enclosure, we'll have, of course, some herbivores. We'll have 4 different species. So we'll have the Diplodocus, the dinosaur that I still haven't got a chance to build for on YouTube, so I really wanted to add it here. So we have the Diplodocus, we'll have the Torosaurus, the dinosaur that I really like, and I think it's a bit like underappreciated by the community. I mean, it is kind of similar to Triceratops, and probably when you guys just choose if you want to add the Triceratops or the Torosaurus, you probably are going for the more iconic Triceratops, but the Torosaurus has some very nice features, and also we'll have the Iguanodons living here, the new version of the Iguanodon from the Dominion Malta expansion, and the fourth dinosaur will be the Notosaurus, a smaller dino just to add some variation. And yeah, of course we'll have the safari rides in here, so we'll have the jeeps going like over this dune that I created. So they'll firstly like drive up this dune where they have really nice views for the enclosure and our park, and then of course they will return to the initial like spot where they started. This is how the rides work in this game. So yeah, this is exactly what we'll do. Of course, we are building for herbivores, so I had to include some plants in this habitat, although I wanted to make it look a bit more like deserty, so we have those dunes and so on, but I had like the hunger and needs and also the water needs, like thirst needs, like enabled, so I had to have something to eat for those guys. And actually I had some problems, and maybe you guys will be able to help me. So I don't know why, but because of this, I think that because of this ride, maybe there's a different like issue with that habitat or anything. The dinosaurs, most of them are constantly panicking, and because of that they were not drinking or eating, so I had like 3 of them dying, unfortunately, because they were just running constantly like around this enclosure, not eating or drinking simply. And I don't know what is causing that. Maybe we'll take a second look in the real-time part of the video if they are still doing that. But it was certainly a bit weird because this is not the first time that I'm building this ride, and everything was fine with my past builds, so I don't know what is going on. So right now we are working on a little plaza that I really wanted to include here, just because the last shops or restaurants or I don't know restrooms were just so like far from this one. We are still building on a desert, so I think that the guests can get a bit thirsty, so we have to take care of that. That's why I wanted to have another place for them just to rest, just to grab some drink and so on. So we'll of course add some decorations and some tables for the guests and those shops in here. We'll also add some more like utility items, like those towers for the keepers or the rangers, just to have a look at the dinosaurs, and also some like backstage props and so on. I want to include like decorating this entire plaza in this video because it just took a lot of work, and I'm sure you guys will be able to figure out how I did it. So right now I started to work on the actual like a petting zoo or something like that. I was really inspired by my collaboration with Jurassic Tom. I hope you guys are watching it, by the way. I really love how our park is coming along. I will also have my episodes out this week, this Friday, so if you are waiting for that, this is my turn to build, and I already built it, and I think it's pretty incredible, so I hope you guys will like it. So yeah, I was really inspired. Tommy in his first episode that where he started the park, he built the enclosures using those walls from the Malta pack, and I really wanted to build also something with them in this park, and I just figured why not build something like a petting zoo with those smaller dinosaurs. So we'll have 4 different species living here. 2 of them will be the dinosaurs that I still haven't got a chance to add to any of my parks, so I was very excited for that. And I am talking here about the Chasmosaurus and the giant Spinosaurus, both smaller dinosaurs. Maybe the Chasmosaurus isn't so tiny, but it's still small. And then 2 of them I had the chance to add. One is the Huayangosaurus that I added to one of the enclosures in the Malta collaboration project. So if you've watched my first episode of the collaboration, you already saw that. And the second one is the Cretaceous that I already added to my previous park on Isla Nublar. But I really like this mixture. But let me give you guys one tip. Before you start working with those tiny enclosures, with those walls, make sure you add the water first, because I had so many problems with adding the water to those enclosures. This was both because of those walls, and that the edges of the map are so close in this section of the park that the game really didn't want to allow me to add water in here, and I really wanted to have it because what enclosure in this game is complete without the water section? So yeah, I was really angry at this game at some point, but I in the end managed to do that but it took so much deleting stuff, deleting, adding, and trials and so on. But yeah, fortunately I was able to do that. So yeah, this is basically all that I did, and let me give you guys a tour in a second in a real-time part of the video, so see you there. Hello guys, so if you've watched my collaboration with Jurassic Tom, you already know that I have a camera now, and I figure out why not use it here in those videos as well. So from now on you will see my face and me talking to you while I record those videos, and I hope I won't give you nightmares. So yeah, without further ado, let's see everything that we've built today in today's episode. So let me just unpause the game and hop into the first person mode, because this is probably the best way of showing everything from the guest perspective. So there's the new habitat that we've built last time for the Tyrannosaurus and the Oviraptor. You guys really liked it, you liked the idea. The video got a lot of views, so thank you for that. And right now, let's go and see everything that we've built today in today's episode. So if you go this way, we will see the huge enclosure. That is our new safari, desert safari, right? And right away, you can see the iguanodon from the new Malta expansion, the new skin for the iguanodon, and in here you can also see the diplodocus in the distance. So yeah, this is our new plaza that I told you guys about in the real time, in the speed build portion of the video. I added it because I thought that, you know, the guests can be quite like maybe not bored. I wanted to say bored from some for some reason. They are absolutely not bored with our park. Our park is amazing. But if they will get thirsty or if they get hungry, they can go here and buy them something to drink or eat. Just grab something. And also we have a gift shop in here in case they want to have a souvenir. In here you have the view for the Tyrannosaurus, a restroom and some restaurants. And if we go this way, there are two viewing galleries and therefore the huge enclosure, and also of course we have the Jurassic tour, and of course we want to drive the Jurassic tour. I'm not sure, do you prefer to drive it as actual yes, or we are driving it? Maybe let's my driving skills are not the best, so let's just for a second go and see how you feel while driving this thing. So there's our Torosaurus. I really love those guys. There are many similarities between. Yes, exactly. This is what I told you guys. I love those little informations in there during those tours. This is really nice. So we are now on the top of the dune. Maybe the view of right now isn't the best, but we can also switch maybe the position to sit in here. And in a second, you should see this whole like water section for them. We should see the view for our park and so on. So here's a better view. I switched the vehicle right now. You can see the Torosaurus, you can see the Diplodocus. Oh, one of those are here, so it's so cool to have it so close to us. And we have the, of course, the iguanodon, and somewhere there should be the Notosaurus as well. So I don't know if we want to continue and do the whole circle. Maybe not. We are now under the tail of the Diplodocus. Those guys are so cool. They are so long. I mean, this is, I think it was once considered the longest dinosaur there ever lived. Maybe it still is, I'm not sure. But yeah, they're absolutely huge. So let's hop out of this. Let's quickly see the petting zoo, and then we'll go back. Maybe we'll also enter here so we can see our iguanodons, and we'll go back to our dinosaurs. I will show you guys, showcase them in a second, but let's run quickly and see the other part that we've built. So we have this like intersection right now in here with this Joshua tree. I love those trees, by the way. And we can continue this way. There is a view for the new enclosure. Unfortunately, there's this ugly mesh that messes the view so much. But yeah, and if we go here, the guests can have this. Oh, there's our Notosaurus in here. But the guests can get this really nice view for the exhibit from here. And also we can go here. I built here like a little cozy area just if you want to rest. You can just sit here and, you know, just, I don't know, grab your bottle of water, drink in here. There's also a fountain. And we have another viewing gallery in here. And here's, of course, I clicked the wrong button. Here's our Notosaurus, 2 of them. So yeah, we have here. And let's go back because there's something very exciting here. So if you go here, this sign, by the way, is meant to say petting zoo or something like that. And we have 3 enclosures in here, 1 big on the left hand side and 2 smaller on the right hand side. And as you guys can see, here's our Huangosaurus. So they are so close to this like wall, to the barrier. I actually have the light turned on for some reason. Yeah, as you guys can see, they are so close to us, so we can basically pet one if we want to. Those enclosures are pretty nice. I just had to make sure that there are rocks in the back so they won't escape. And we of course have those walls in here. On the other hand side, there's nothing. Oh, here we have the Casmosaurus in here. Really nice dinosaur. This is another dinosaur that I think is a bit underappreciated. I think that they are basically really beautiful with those beautiful crests and so on. So we have this really nice color in here. The other one is lying there. And we should also have the Cretaceous somewhere in here. But on the other hand side, we have the giant Spinosaurus. And I love those huge spikes on those guys. They're for a giant, something that has a giant in its name, they're so tiny. Like they are really small. So as you guys can see, here are our giant Spinosauruses enjoying their little habitat. And on the other hand side, the Cretaceous is enjoying the water. And we have 1 sleeping in here, so we have 3 of them in this enclosure. And also another Casmosaurus. And yeah, this is basically where the petting zoo ends, and here we'll have our huge carnivore section. So let's go out of the guest mode of the, how is it called? The first person view. Yeah, let's be specific. So here we have our little petting zoo. What just happened? This wasn't, what just happened? This wasn't meant to work like that. Like, come on, they are all like contained in here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, so we'll handle that in a second. Let me just quickly tranquilize this guy because I have no idea what happened here. So let's add the task and let's catch him because it's something is not right. We can right away move the dinosaur right now. So let's do just that. So yeah, let's firstly have a look at this habitat that is quite cool. It's also huge and we have those trucks driving here. So let's have a look at those dinos. So we have the Torosaurus, really cool guy. I love those bumps that they have in here. So this is how it looks basically. I love how the Diplodocus slips, by the way, with those like legs like just you know, tucked under there. Is so adorable. But yeah, this is our Torosaurus. We have like 5 of them in here, I think. I really like them. They are so big. They have really nice color variations, as you guys can see. Really big like hats. I think that they have one of the biggest hats in the skulls in the animal kingdom. So this is quite interesting. Of course, we have the Diplodocus. Again, probably this is something connected with one of the dinosaurs in here because they are constantly panicking and doing crazy stuff right now. Panicking, as you guys can see. I have no idea what is going on in here, right? Why are you doing this to me? I cannot have you dying all the time. But yeah, we have our Diplodocus. I was trying to give them more like of this beige sandy colors because we are in the desert and I think it will just fit. And we have the Iguanodon. So this Iguanodon is also panicking. The stamina is really low. I don't know why. I don't know why this happens. This is so weird, but okay, anything I can do about it right now. I like this guy, I really like it, I think it's really nice, but if we didn't have the previous version of Iguanodon, I think I would like it even more. Because, to be honest, I like the previous version a bit more. It's just more like unique looking, nicer. This one is still cool, but I don't know, the previous one is just better, I think. I actually didn't like disable the needs. I don't know, maybe I didn't save the game or anything because this one is looking for the water. Water is right next to you. Come on. So we have this is the was the Dominion skin. We also have some Frontier skins that are really nice. So for example, this green one with the more like, what is this color? Blue, blue colorations. We have this one which is also really nice and is panicking for some reason, but I love this guy so much. Really nice colors. We for example have this like blue one. And yeah, we also have the Nodosaurus living in here. This coloration is a bit crazy, but we have the green ones. Yeah, this one is also really saturated. I don't know why this dinosaurs has such a weird coloration. There's something very weird about them. But this one is like nice. It has this really long tail. And yeah, quite a nice dinosaur. What else to say about it? So yeah, this is the enclosure with the dunes. The trucks just drive here up this little dune and around here. So there's a lot of dinosaurs that the guests can see on their way. I really like it. I must say that this is just what I wanted to build. And yeah, this is our petting zoo. So once again, we have the Huangosaurus sleeping, chilling. Another one is here. So they also have really nice color variations. We have the giant Spinosaurus in here with those huge spikes. I really like those guys. They're quite similar, but of course they have some unique features. And in here we have the Cretaceous, one of my favorites, favorite Ankylosaurus sits. Ankylosaurus sits in the game. And we have the Cosmosaurus, which I just fell in love while building this. I think that they are really beautiful, and I just love those like crests, just like spikes in here. And they have also really nice color variations, and I love this beak they have. So yeah, this is all when it comes to today's episode. I can show you guys the map of our park. How it looks, how big our park actually is. So this is all that we've built so far, and this section here will be all for the carnivores. So it is still to come in the next episodes. We'll start from here and make our way through here and finish with something nice in here. So this is my plan for this series. I think that I'm 3 or 4 more episodes and we'll be done. So I cannot wait to start something new. I love this park, but after a while with all of my projects, I'm a bit like, okay, it was cool, but let me start something else. But yeah, I really like it. I cannot wait for the final tour and so on. So yeah, this is all that we've built today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I hope you enjoyed seeing me finally here. I know that the colors, I am a bit like red. I don't know why. Maybe I had put on too much light. Maybe I should turn something on. I have this like special lamp from streaming and I'm trying to be professional and so on. But the main reason is probably that I am recording this video while it is basically night, so yeah, it's dark there, and I should figure my lighting and so on. But yeah, without further ado, let me give you guys all those YouTube stuff as always. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give this video a big thumbs up down below. Ring the bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video. And of course, leave me a nice comment if you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!